Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Dave Sloan and today I am down in Point Judith, Rhode Island with Captain Mike Neto of Adriana Charters, and we are striped bass fishing. Not only any striped bass, we're looking for big stripers today, Mike, right? Absolutely. Nothing but big ones. Stick around, we got a lot of action coming up your way. All right, we're surveying the area here, Mike. What are we really looking for? I mean, we're looking for humps and stuff like that. Some structure.
Yep, there's rock piles around here, some holes and stuff. This fish hold into the structure out of the tide and stuff, and just ambush the bait, anything that comes by, sand eel, sea bass, scup.
Yep.
Big pile of fish under us right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're marking fish right here, so.
See how it comes up, and the fish are all around the edges.
Yep. So really, if you got a fish finder, really what you want to look at, the structure of the bottom is what these fish are going to hold to. They're going to hold to big boulders, they're going to hold to humps where it drops down. Striped bass love to have some access to deep water where they can come up, bang their prey, and then just go back down into the deep water and kind of hide out. We're marking a ton of fish right here, so I say we drop them.
Yeah,
I'll go up a little bit more ahead of them, yeah.
I think there's another pile up a little more, so see if we can triple up.
That's what we're looking for right there. So I think this is kind of our spot right here, right?
Yeah, I'd say let's stay.
Okay, the type of rig we're using today is very basic. Basically, we have a 6, we got a 6 here, Mike?
Right.
6/0 hook, it's a gamakatsu hook, very sharp. It's not a circle hook, straight hook, and it's on about a 1.5 to 2 foot leader. It's a fluorocarbon leader. Again, I always use fluorocarbon. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth the money. Basically, just tied to the main line through a middle swivel, and that's really it. We're not using any weight here. I don't like to use weight. I don't think, Mike, you do either.
Not in these conditions.
Not in these conditions. No drift. There's not a lot of current. Very slow, so you can get away. The more natural looking the bait is, the better. And sometimes the weight's just going to get in your way. It's also going to hang in the weeds. So if you can go natural, no weight, do it. Okay, the bait we're using today is eels. Striped bass, love these. It's like candy. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's like candy to a striped bass. Basically, I'm just taking the hook, which is a 5/0 gamakatsu hook, going right through the bottom of the jaw, right up through the top of the eel. Again, no weight on this. The more natural the type of bait, the better. But taking a look at the rod I'm using, this is a custom-built rod by Fisherman's Outfitter. And as you see, it's got the little on the hook there. The guy did a great job for me. But it's a 7-foot rod, medium action. I got a spinning reel here, which is a Sustain, Shimano Sustain 6000. You can also use a bait runner. Bait runners work great for this circumstance, so it's really just up to you as to what type of spinning reel you want to use. I got 15-pound moi line on that. It's more than enough to do the trick for what we're doing today. And as you see from Mike's ultralight tackle, you're even lighter than I am, buddy.
The mungweed, see the mungweed? You want to fish around that too, because there's weeds that float in the top and in the center of the column, the water column, will hold bait too. They'll hold it for cover. And this is something you want to look for when you bass fishing, this mungweed, I call it.
Sure. All right, well, Mike's definitely on a good sized fish right here. Let me get mine out of the way here for you. When we talked about fishing, he was saying we're going to go ultralight. So he was saying we were going to go light tackle. So I brought my light tackle. When he looked at it, he thought it was a tuna rod compared to the stuff he's using. He's using ultra light tackle for these fish.
Trout rods.
Basically a trout rod, and that right there is a pretty good fish. You got him?
Yeah.
I get your rod, bud.
Thank you, sir.
Look at that. That is a good fish. Let's go show him up front. That there is a good sized fish. What do you think? 36 inches?
Oh, he's maybe 42. 41, 42 inch.
42-inch bass, first fish of the day. We've been out here how long, Mike? 15 minutes?
Yeah,
10, 15 minutes. So you know what? It's gonna get better. stick around because when we come back, we're gonna have a lot more fishing action for you. Big striped bass.
We need another guy here.
No, you kidding me? We can handle this. You don't need another guy.
Yeah.
I'll make short work of this big 40-pounder. All right, well, welcome back to the Mike Neto Show. Mike's on another fish.
It's coming up.
Taking them all.
I'll save you some,
You
Dave.
save me somebody?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You could call for me. How's that?
No, that'd be great. You mind if I lip him? Can I at least touch him?
Yeah, I guess.
How's he feeling, right?
Yeah, nice fish. Came up to the surface. He was just finning on the surface.
And basically what we're doing here is we're eel fishing. We got our eels down on the bottom. We're marking fish left and right. There's a lot of big humps here, a lot of good rocky areas. We're kind of just drifting around. We're drifting over nice sized humps, marking fish, picking them up. Let me grab him at least.
A little guy. A lot of weeds on him.
Him just a little guy. A little guy? You're nuts. Huh? Oh. Well, I appreciate you letting me touch a fish at least. Right in the corner, good hook set. It's a decent fish, man. He's a big, heavy fish, though. You know, they got a lot of weight to him. It's not as big as some of the fish you promised, but he says he'll get them. So we're gonna put this guy back. It's a good fish, though. Oh, he's ready to go. Gone.
Oh, I don't have an eel.
Oh yeah, this is the advantage I needed.
This is
my time,
Dave. Come on.
This is my time right here.
Don't have a bait in the water.
Well, he gets an eel. I got mine already on my hooks. It's my time to
You got the advantage.
jump ahead.
You're running out of time, Dave.
Tell me about it. I'm down. I'm up to 2 rods. I'm gonna put another 3rd rod in for myself soon, Mike.
Running out of time. Time's up.
All right, well, finally, patience pays off. Mike and I are all doubled up. We got 2 fish on. 2 stripers, not sure what the size is. Mike, how's yours feel?
I got one following mine.
You got one following it?
Yep.
If I had a 3rd or 4th hand, I'd throw something at it. What do you got for size?
I would have to say about maybe 18.
Mine feels pretty good. It's a big fish right here, Mikey.
Is it?
Yeah, and I got a bunch following too, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, I just had a big fish following this one. There's some nice fish
Ah.
here. There's a 30-pounder right there. Well,
now basically what we're doing here, we're using pretty light tackle. Mike's using ultra light tackle.
still trying for my trout.
Yeah, but you don't want to horse these fish. When they want to go, you just let them go and take the line. Got real light drags, you know, enough drag on it. How many pounds of drag would you say you got, Mike?
About 6.
6 pounds of drag. How,
5
you need a hand there?
Nah, he's barely hooked in the jaw.
It's a good fat fish right there.
Yep.
You know what, once you get him up, I'm gonna spin this guy around to you if you don't mind.
Easy.
You gotta love doubles with big bass. Oh, it's a good fish. Yeah, all right, enough posing with him, huh? Help me out here. Oh boy.
Beauty.
You ready?
Nice job. He's in the upper 20s.
Take him around the other side. There you go. Whew. That's a good fish right there, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think?
It's a beauty. Good job.
Oh man. It's good what? 28?
Yeah, he's slender fish. Long.
Slender. He's in shape, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
He's not slender. He's not thin. He's in shape. Lean,
He
mean.
beat your butt up, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. Let me get that.
Yeah, he's...
Tell you what,
Yeah.
good fishing here in Rhode Island. I mean, all big fish. I mean, we're marking a lot of big schools of fish, and every fish we've taken in so far has been a big, good-sized, healthy fish.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, I'm still looking for that 40, though. I want that 40. Feels like a good fish.
Yeah, he gave you a good run.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fishing with these eels, what's going to happen is, especially on a bait runner, if you just let it sit, let it do its thing. We're using a real basic rig here.
Nice.
He's going to take it, he's going to run with it. Bent rods and screaming reels today, bud. It's a good thing. Ready?
Yep.
Nice hook job, Dave. Right in the corner, good hook set.
The corner of the mouth.
Ooh, not by much either, huh?
That's that light tackle. That's heavy gear. See,
Look at that.
You only have like 1/8 of an inch of flesh holding that up.
Barely in it, barely in it.
Heavy gear, you would have lost that fish.
Yeah, well see now what Mike's talking about is if you get real heavy gear, you're gonna horse the fish, and this fish was just barely lipped, hooked in the lip. You got lighter, heavier gear, you're gonna pull that hook right out of its mouth, and I'll tell you, you don't wanna do that. We get doubles, we get doubles. All right, now what we need, Mike, is trips. Let's get yours to do its little magic there. We'll get triples. Oh, look, there we go.
Triples.
Yeah, we got triples. Oh boy, this is what we said this is what we wanted, but now I'm thinking, I don't know if we really wanted it. We got triples on. There's 2 guys in the boat, triples.
This one's along that back of the boat. I'm gonna leave that there.
All right.
We need another guy here.
No, you kidding me? We can handle this. You don't need another guy.
Yeah.
I'll make short work of this big 40-pounder, and then I'll grab the other one. But look, right next to him, there's a nice big one right next to him. There he goes. Gone. Can't do nothing about that. Nice big one following this guy, Mike.
Oh yeah, they're here,
Oh.
you know. Oh.
You gotta love that. Triples.
Oh, he's mad.
that thing's just low as a ghost. That's the ghost rod. Let me go over you
Yeah,
and we'll kind of do
absolutely.
this nice little switch here. There you go. Ah, this guy's right up on top.
Oh.
You can tell he was down in the muck. Look, right next to him. There's a nice big one right next to him. There he goes. Gone. Can't do nothing about that. See, now we got triples on right now. When we're bringing these fish in, and you see another fish, it's almost like, all right, you know what? You wish you had a 4th guy.
Yeah.
You know, without a fish on, so you could throw something at the guys following him.
Fish right
Yeah.
Oh, nice fish, Dave. Good
That's
job.
a good fish right here. Oh, son.
He's gonna be in the 30s all day.
Yeah. All right. Let me just see if I can.
Want me to get him for you, Dave?
No, if you actually. No, I think I can.
Beautiful fish, Dave. Nice job.
Come on. Oh yeah. Oh.
He's 35.
Oh.
35, 36. Nice fish.
Oh. Yeah. Give me some of that.
Hey, don't spend too much time on that.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna just. Let's see. Look at that. Barely hooked. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
He's up to 30s.
Oh.
Might be close to 40.
Yeah. Look at this fish. You know what? Hold on.
How's that, Dave?
Oh man. Look at this. Let's take a look at these. Look at these fish, folks. Whew, boy. That is some good fishing. Down in Point Judith, Rhode Island.
Like tackle.
You gotta love this. You gotta love it.
Kick, babe.
Oh, look
there
at
you
this.
go. Nice.
Look at that.
There you go.
Oh yeah. We got rod number 3. This is not. I'll tell you, Mike. I think I might have to come back. Because, you know, I'm not sure this is really what you had in mind. This guy right here, compared to the other ones, is going to be small. And this is still a 35-inch fish right here.
Yeah. Nice job. And you get your eel back.
Oh yeah.
Better than that.
I'm out of breath here, buddy. See, now any other day, honestly, think about that. Any other day, this fish right here, you'd be so excited to get this fish.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I am, trust
Yeah.
me. But after releasing the 40, there you go. Oh, you got it? Nice. Let's see that one. Look at that still. I mean, that is an awesome fish. He's got to be about 35, 36 inches, right?
Yeah, nice and
Maybe even more.
healthy, yeah.
Good fish. Real healthy.
Yeah, he just bit me.
Did he?
He bite me right now.
What do you expect? You just hooked him in the face.
You looked him in the face.
That's true. That's true. I like how you put that. Give me the credit. All right, nice job. Yeah. But I got to tell you, triples, loving it. Hey, you know, one of my favorite ways to catch big striped bass is using live eels. And you know what? You have to keep them alive. A lot of guys will say that you can catch striped bass on dead eels, and I've done it myself, but I'll tell you what, I've caught a lot more big striped bass on live eels. So today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to keep your eels alive, nice and fresh. And what we're gonna do is a very, very simple but very effective way to keep those eels alive and fresh. And basically I call it a 3-bucket system. Okay, all you need is 3 buckets, 5-gallon buckets, and really all you got to do is take a drill and flip your bucket over. And all we're going to do is we're going to drill a series of holes in the bottom of the bucket, okay? Again, eels will suffocate in their own slime coat if you don't get that slime coat off them. The bottom bucket is to catch the slime or the slime coat, no holes. The middle bucket is where your eels are gonna go with a burlap bag over it. Your top bucket is where your ice is gonna go, again with holes in it so that ice drips down, keeps the eels nice and moist. And that, my friends, will keep your eels alive for at least a couple of days. Sometimes, you know what, eels die within a half hour. But again, with this system, it should keep your eels alive and fresh for at least a day and a half, certainly for a good day's fishing. Use this 3-bucket system, you'll keep your eels alive and give yourself a better chance at big striped bass. And that, my friends, is this week's Fish Bite. All right, you know what? It's time to go hook and cook. When we come back from hook and cook, we're gonna finish up the show. We're gonna take a look at what Mike's got on this line. I think he's got a big one. Wow, what a day I had today in the water. I got the biggest striped bass in my life, and I'm pretty happy about that, but I'm also a little bit tired because it took me a little while to get that guy in. So that means we're gonna do a very easy and simple dish today on the Hook and Cook segment. We're gonna do some nice fried striped bass bites. Awesome for me, but I'll tell you what, it's a great way to get your kids to start eating fish. Anything fried is good, okay? We're gonna do a little bit of a twist today, and that is basically by just adding some of this Parmesan cheese into the breadcrumbs. It gives a little bit more of a flavor, and it's gonna add a nice Italian flavor to that Italian breadcrumb. Gonna take the striped bass. This is a scaled piece of striped bass, but doesn't matter because we're gonna take the skin off it, okay? Here's an easy way to take the skin off a striped bass. If you actually do a small angle cut towards the back, it gives you something to hold on to, okay? So I'm gonna do a small angle cut one way. I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to turn the knife, put pressure on the knife, and just work that knife back and forth down the fish. The first cut I'm going to do is probably about 1/3 down the meat. I'm going to actually angle that cut, okay? It's probably about a 45-degree angle. What that's going to do is allow that fish to lay a little bit flatter in the pan so it cooks very thoroughly all the way through. If I wanted to, I could actually waste a little bit of meat there, cut that a little bit as well just to get off that high edge. You don't really want it that thick. That's probably about almost an inch thick. I want to have very nice thin fillets. So what I'm going to do is actually just put my hand on top of it. You want to slowly work a knife as close through the middle as you can. So there you go. That's a very nice cut thin fillet. Next step there is just to really give the fillets a nice egg wash. And again, this is just an egg with a little bit of cream in it. Salt and pepper in there as well for flavor. But we're just going to dunk the fillets in, make sure all the excess egg comes off, and that's going to go right into our breadcrumbs with Parmesan. Okay? Move it around, make sure that those breadcrumbs cover the fish entirely. All right, well, we're all done with the egg wash, the breadcrumb mix, and Parmesan. It's all done. It's time to go put it in the oil. All right, we got a nice hot pan here. We got some olive oil in there. You can also use vegetable oil or peanut oil if you want. We're using olive oil. When you drop in your fillets, drop the fillet away from you. That way, when you drop the fillet away from you, if any oil is going to spit out, it's going to spit out away from you. You don't want that oil coming back because it's extremely hot. Just going to put those in there, let that fry up a little bit, probably about 1 minute to 2 minutes on each side, and they should be good to go. All right, well, there we go. Pretty easy and simple. Got some nice fried striped bass here. Gonna plate it up, take a bite. As you'll see also with the fried striped bass, because we went the fried route, I think a little bit of French fries go well with it too, especially if you're gonna make this for the kids. You could put some lemon and lime on the side. Actually, I like some lime juice on it. Just gives it a little bit of extra flavor. Telling you, you can do your parsley sprigs and all the fancy sauces and everything like that, but fried striped bass bites on the hook style. For this recipe and plenty more, go to onthehook.com. Check it out. Welcome back. Mike's got him up to the boat. Another nice big fish here. Oh boy. Well, I gotta tell you, that wraps it up today for awesome striped bass fishing in Point Judith, Rhode Island with Captain Mike Neto of Adriana Charters. I gotta tell you, awesome day. A lot of big fish. Mike was off the hook after he got me my 40-pounder. You folks at home, you're off the hook as well right now. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to log on to onthehook.com for complete information about upcoming events, future shows.